Welcome to your weekend focus. August the 27th, the 28th, and the 29th, 2021. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. So we start with the 27 energy. The 27 energy is about endings. It's about completion. It's about standing in your truth. It has a lot to do with how you work with other people or one-on-one. So this could be a lot about relationships today and how you stand in your own truth within that relationship. And 2 plus 7 is a 9. So it is about endings. It's about clearing the path for new beginnings, new starts, clearing the energy field for something that you want to bring in. If you do the numerology of Friday, it's a 22 energy. So your thoughts are visionary. You have high intuition. Things can happen quite rapidly for you when you start to move forward, when everything starts to connect, everything starts to click, you start to focus on it. And chances are it will ask a lot more from you, but the rewards are that much greater. Then we go to the 28th. So that is about our strength, our courage. And once again, I think it has to do with relationships because we're in the 20s. And it could be a turning point. It could be a decision that needs to be made. Very much and it's decisions. Are we standing in our truth? Are we using our courage? Are we using our strength? Are we standing in our strength? Are we walking with integrity? And then we have the 29 energy. And the 29 energy is what needs to go. And all of this, I think a lot of this will have to do with relationships or major decisions or turning points in your life right now. I wouldn't discount relationships. And I know Venus is doing some stuff up in the sky, so we better be mindful of that. That our relationships can be, there could be a challenge, there could be a drama, there could be something setting us off in some way when it comes to our relationships. And it's for us to look within ourselves, not at the relationship so much as within ourselves. Do I stand in my truth, or am I acting out because I'm really not standing in my truth and I don't like this? And maybe my attitude is seeping out, even though I'm trying to be positive and proactive about this. And maybe we do need to air this laundry out. Maybe we do need to have a talk about it. Maybe there are compromises that could be made. Oh, the Tower card tried to tip over. I stopped it in time. So are we clearing our paths? And, is the other person bringing clutter in? Maybe it's drama, maybe it's negativity, maybe they're buying too much of food or clothing or things that might go to waste, or spending money on things that don't matter. Maybe it's time to have those talks. Maybe it's time to have those discussions, because it's very strong. It's a very strong pattern throughout the weekend. And it will be turning points. It will be making a decision. Now, we could be kind of on the teeter-totter when it comes to, especially when we're thinking about, do I really want to grow this relationship to, a deeper level? Do I really want to strengthen this relationship, or do I want to step back and honor me and my independence? And where is that line? Especially if you're in a relationship, where is that line where you get to be you for a certain part of the day? And maybe it's when you go to work, but then it's not so much because you have to be that certain person at work in order to do your job effectively. So where do you get to take 10 minutes out for yourself, 5 minutes out for yourself, to tap into your courage, to tap into your strength, to tap into your intuition, to allow yourself the time to have a visionary thought? Because those kinds of things in your life right now will push you towards success. Decisions don't have to be made this weekend, although we'll feel like we need to make a decision. Now, if we look at the Saturday's daily energy, it'd be a 14 energy. And that's having more by having less. That's understanding what the true balance is for you. And I've been talking about this a lot over maybe the last month, 6 weeks, about your true balance, not what that pie looks like where all the data has been taken in and this is how our life should look. But what do you need personally in your life? Some people need a lot of family around them, a lot of people around them. Some people like their quiet and their solitude. And if that part is completely omitted from your life, you need to bring that in. So understand when there is a vacant spot that needs, some kind of balance. Otherwise, you're too extreme. You're always out there. You're always on the go. You never have a moment's peace and quiet, which will burn you out, which will make you ineffective, which will make you sick, tired, burnt out. Or you're always alone. You never kind of put yourself out there. And when you get into that kind of habit, it's harder and harder to actually make the step to get back out there. So you want to be looking at your true balance. Maybe the things you have. Do you have too many things? If they told you to evacuate by midnight, what would you take with you? Now look at the rest of your belongings and say, does it need to be in my life? Or is it just clutter? And we're under a full moon, so it's a beautiful full moon to actually excuse me, to release, it's just very humid right now. I don't have a cold or anything, but it's just very humid, and I get this, it's like breathing in water all the time. So where was I with the energy? The 14, and 1 plus 4 is a 5. So it's about our joy. It's about bringing joy in our life, creating joy in our life. Is there joy in your life? Do you create joy in your life? What do you do? What do you do to bring in happiness and joy? Okay. And I'm not stating that, if you're sad, you gotta, turn that frown upside down. That is absolutely not what I'm saying. You have to honor your emotions. But there are ways of loving yourself through emotions, and do it through the 5 senses. Okay. And get that blanket that just, it just feels velvety soft, and that beautiful pillow, and lay down in that quiet, serene room of yours with the flowers and the beautiful paintings, or maybe it's an open large window with these beautiful lace curtains or whatever. And you don't have to go to that extreme, okay? You can get a piece of, like a cloth sample or something, to just feel that softness. And a nice smell, a nice aroma, aromatherapies. Pay attention to, maybe the lavender or something to make you restful. Or maybe you need like an orange to give you some zing. Taste. The taste could be as small as sucking on a peppermint candy. But be present when you're doing each of these things, and it sets your mind, your subconscious and your conscious together into a place of safety, of comfort, that you can move through this, that it's okay to be sad, and it's safe to be sad. For some reason, we're not allowed to be sad. You push it down, it's going to pop up at the wrong time, too. It's going to pop up, and you won't even know it was about that. You won't even know it. Anyways, off topic. Let's get on to the daily energy. Now, we do have on the 29th, 2 plus 9 is an 11. So we have the 22 energy and the 11 energy. So meditation, prayer, contemplation, journal, dream, all things that should be happening in your life, especially throughout this weekend, especially on Sunday, because those aha moments, those epiphanies can happen. And if we do the numerology of the day, it's a 24. A 24 is about decisions that have to be made, yes, but the 24 is love. And the 24 can also hold the energy, and I think it was with the full moon energy that I mentioned the 24, right around there. Was it the 24 was included in the full moon? Anyways, I'll have to go back and check. But it's about you gaining recognition or a promotion or a thank you on something that you've done in the past. The work that you've accomplished to this point. Maybe you've given more to a relationship and all of a sudden it's like they understand. They understand where you're coming from now. And you can start to work towards a reconciliation or a stronger, deeper, more committed relationship. Two plus four is a 6. That could be our routines, health and fitness, our greater well-being, our time, our energy, our resources, the mundane. It's also about love, family, commitments. Okay, let's get to the cards. Our first card is, look at this, the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, wanting to find balance. Oh, I didn't even say the sun. Sun's in Virgo. The moon moves into Taurus, I think, at the stroke of midnight or thereabouts. Short. Anyways, we're asleep when it does move over to Taurus. And then it is in Taurus for the whole weekend. I think maybe after lunchtime, the moon will move into Gemini, so we'll be a little bit more playful, a little bit more. But the Taurus moon also will ask us to stop and smell the roses, to take a deep breath, to build on safety and security. I didn't even finish that, the 5 senses going through each one, but you know what it is. Get a nice picture to look at or something on the walls for vision, and so beautiful music playing in the background. A candle flickering would give, and maybe it's an aromatic candle, and so it's giving off a beautiful scent. And be sad, but create the experience around you, so that you are saying, "I love you," and that's why I'm going to allow you to get sad, shed those tears, get angry, whatever you need. That it's okay, that you're being authentic, and you're allowing healing in the present, which is beautiful. Anyways, we've got the Ace of Wands, and it's all about that balance, like we were talking about with the 14 energy. It's all about understanding what needs to be and what needs to go in your life in order to create that balance, in order to have a strong footing, in order to really make progress, in order to really bring out the true potential of your path. Look at this, the Chariot. The Chariot is pull it back, hold it back, pull on those reins. Wait a minute. It's dark. It's getting dark. The moon's out. The full moon's out. It's getting foggy. The path forks. So it's not a weekend to make the decisions, but to ponder the different sides of the decisions, of the different ways things can go, the different actions you can take, the different words you may choose in any situation, the different environments you might decide on. This is about pulling it back. This is thinking it through. This is, don't rush into anything. Take your time. The Death card is next. It's a strong energy week, isn't it? Weekend. We have the Death card. It's the death of something. In full moons, I celebrate the Death card because that means we are able to move past something in our current situations, our challenges, our struggles. We understand what needs to be let go of. Or maybe we allow ourselves to let go of something internally. Maybe it's a person, maybe it's a thing, maybe it's an environment. Maybe it's a habit or a behavior. Maybe it's a person or people. But we're able to move past it. We're able to see the reality that it no longer serves us. It may have served us in our life at some point. It's in our life, so there has to be a reason why it's in our life. So it must have served us at one point, but we don't no longer need it. And it's actually weighing us down. It's pulling us down. It's not allowing us to take that leap that we want to take. So we're taking these small steps. And here we let go of something so that we can feel the freedom, we can feel the liberation. We can feel excitement and anticipation again. The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, jumping on our stallion, yelling charge. We want to change things up or do something different or try a new experience or invite a new experience in or a different environment. We want to do something. We're longing for change of some kind. Now, the Taurus moon will kind of keep us grounded, but there's still a chance we might just jump on that horse. Think things through. Do not be a risk taker this weekend on stepping into something new and different. If you've thought it through, and you have to kind of use your own sense of integrity on if you really thought it through. Tilly said to think about it. Okay, done. I'm going. You can't do that. Okay, you have to think it through, okay? And hey, it just might be the next best thing, but you want to make sure it's going to have that potential. King of Swords. King of Swords. We can get judgmental. It's our way or the highway. We may decide to start doing something and leaving everybody else in the dust. And that'll ruffle feathers and that will burn bridges. You might say something they were expecting, something more heartfelt, and you were very clerical in what you said. And it hurt. You didn't even realize it because you went on to the next thing right away because you were busy that day. Your focus wasn't there in the moment. So try and be in the moment. Try and think of the other person's story. Somehow, over the last couple of years, there's almost like a disconnect. We've forgotten that we're all connected in some way. We need to come together and connect again. And this card is about our single-minded focus. And when we have a single-minded focus, we are going to have dramas and dramas in our relationships. We're going to say something too quickly. We're going to act too quickly. They're going to act too quickly or say something too quickly. And it will just be this whirlwind, and all of a sudden down the rabbit hole we go. And I think this card is kind of telling us that we have to be careful. We have to be careful because we jump up here on our stallion, we raise our sword and we yell charge. And that might not be the best thing to do, especially with this card following it. Telling us to, the King of Swords has so much more knowledge and wisdom than a knight would have. So it's almost like we're being told, now just stop and think it through because you're going to regret it if you make the wrong decision here. And if we don't stop and think about it, so stop and think. Okay, the Taurus moon will allow us the energy of wanting to stop and smell the roses, of wanting to be in our comfort zones, of wanting to do activities and things that we feel comfortable in. It can also be when we look at our finances and start to rework our budgets under a Taurus moon, so that you can afford the toys, so you can afford the adventures, so that you can afford investing it on you. Okay, let's get a mantra card, shall we? So we have strong and beautiful energy this weekend, but it's telling us to pull back. It's telling us to think things through. It's telling us we don't need necessarily to make a decision right now, but we need to take some time to pause, to ponder, to contemplate, to pray, to talk to God, our angels, our spirit guides. Of sleeping on it for a couple of nights. Celebration. Let go and have fun. Stop worrying about all those things you got to make decisions about. Remember, we have that 5 energy in there saying, let's have some fun. Let's create some joy in our life. Let's create giggles and laughters and special memories. Look at that, huh? Just woohoo. Let's do it. Let's dance. Let's boogie. Let's celebrate. Celebrate what we have and celebrate the now and celebrate yourself and your talents and your abilities and the beauty of who you are. Truly celebrate. It's a time of celebration. Let go and have fun. I mean, the weekends were made to have fun, right? So, of course, we'd have a card like celebration. Now is the time to celebrate. Have fun. Get ready for a party, a wedding, a graduation, maybe a job promotion, a festivity. This is a time to celebrate and be joyful. This is a special moment to spend with family and friends in a positive and uplifting environment. Let go of worry, let go of doubt, and focus on the abundance available to you right now. Eat, drink, dance, be merry, and enjoy the pleasures and memories that these special occasions bring. And the mantra is, I enjoy special moments with my loved ones and friends, or I choose to celebrate life. How about that? I choose to celebrate me. I choose to celebrate life. I choose to celebrate. Go ahead. Fill in the blank. And then celebrate it. Absolutely. See what our animals have to say. So let's not get all down in the dirt trying to make a decision, trying to push things into a time frame that is not intended yet. Sit back, relax, take in the information, take in more knowledge and more understanding. When you make that decision, you'll never have to look back. Oh, look at who's back. The bear, the bear. It's a time of your awakening. So I can see a bear, kind of waking up, probably very hungry. I think I would be very hungry. But I'd be groggy, I'd be slow. I'm just starting to feel the light. The light's so almost imagine like you are crawling out of this cave and you are seeing your path forward. And it's okay not to just run out into it. In fact, you don't want to. You want to see it and then expand the horizon and understand that that path is for you. Uncertainty, openness, awakening. Negativity, hibernation. When we fall asleep, we withdraw our awareness from its hypnotic fascination with physical sensation, thereby enabling us to listen with our now awakened sixth sense. Bear reminds you that you've been hibernating and hiding from your passions and your own true self for far too long. Now is the time to open your mind, your heart, soul, and see with all your senses. Spend some time each morning journaling, listening to your heart. Release the fears and only hear the love of what you want out of that love. The fears only prevent you from crawling out of the cave, and they cause you to be grumpy and negative. So don't be crawling out of the cave if you're not feeling it yet. It's okay. Bear says it's time. It is your time of awakening. It's definitely your time of awakening. So don't push it. Don't force it. It will happen. It's just like a flower. You ever have a rosebud and you try and pull the petals apart? Just kill it, right? But if you just sit there and you watch day by day, that flower will unfold. Patience. Maybe you've always wanted to write a book, pick up an instrument, learn how to knit. Maybe you've been afraid to sign up for a class because you've been caught within the web of fear for so long you forgot how good it felt to stretch and feel the love that is around you and love that you create from within. No matter what speaks to your soul, release the fear. Allow Bear to stand beside you and assist you with your awakening. Don't allow your limited view to bring about the fear, because you are on the verge of something great. You are on the verge of something great. Trust me, the energy has been coming together. We've been talking about it week after week after week. It's just so beautiful, the place we're in right now. So take your time, breathe. You've got time. You're not running out of time. Things don't have to happen tomorrow. They will. Just your focus. Recharge those batteries. Think about where you want to go, what you want to do. Bears are resourceful before, during, or after hibernation. Bear wants to teach you to be resourceful with your life. Are you purchasing too much food at the store that is going unused? Or could it be that your closet is filled with clothes that you haven't worn in years? Bear says it's time to simplify. 14 energy on Saturday also said it's time to simplify. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.